My name is Adolfo Parra-Blanco. I'm an interventional endoscopist and a consultant gastroenterologist in Nottingham University Hospitals.
My name is George Gordon. I am an Associate Professor of Optics in the Department of Engineering at the University of Nottingham.
My name is Jane Crowley. I'm a PhD student in the Faculty of Engineering.
We were faced with this pandemic, and we didn't know anything about the generation of aerosols during endoscopy, if we produce small droplets or tiny droplets or not.
Frank and Adolfo approached me and said that we can't do endoscopies because people are saying that there's too much aerosols in the air which are transmitting COVID, but there are very few high quality studies to look at this, if this is actually the case.
When we designed the study, there was absolutely nothing about aerosols and digestive endoscopy.
We found that there are these machines available that are used in manufacturing normally to measure particles in the air, and as a result they're quite widespread and relatively cheap. And so we were able to get some funding from the NUH and also from the Biomedical Research Centre here to fund us to hire some of these machines for a trial.
So we got an articulating arm that we were able to attach to the side of a bed and figuring out how to attach that, and then getting the patient into position to get the particles into the particle counter.
And then we had to understand clinically how those things were happening, why in certain parts of the procedure certain types of droplets or aerosols were being produced, and what the relationship with certain clinical factors that we looked into the patient.
So we had written annotated data of the procedures by the research nurse, and then we had the aerosol data from the instrument, and I had to combine those two such that when analysis was being performed, to the second you could find a cough in the procedure and find the amount of aerosols that occurred at that time.
And then I took those chunks and performed a statistical analysis on those, and then I gave those results to Adolfo and Frank, and they then interpreted them from a clinical perspective.
So from the data we obtained, we could say that upper endoscopy through the mouth per oral is the one producing more aerosols, and then after that it would be transnasal endoscopy at half the rate of the upper gastroscopy, and lower endoscopy, colonoscopy, flexible sigmoidoscopy, would produce less than the upper endoscopy, and also the size of those droplets are bigger, which means that it's probably a less infectious procedure.